Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marla McGinnis, and I will be your moderator for this afternoon's announcement.
Recording in progress.
For those on Zoom, there is a simultaneous interpretation button available on Zoom if you'd like to take advantage of that feature. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Tim Houston, Premier of Nova Scotia, and Blaine Higgs, Premier of New Brunswick, joining us virtually for a very special announcement. Go ahead, Premier.
Thank you so much. What a great day for Nova Scotia and New Brunswick to be awarded and entrusted with the World Juniors for this year. We're so excited. This is going to be such a boost for our communities, especially as the recovery continues from the pandemic. So, just really excited. This is a Canadian tradition, the World Juniors. People gathering around watching World Juniors, and to have that taking place in our communities is such a good thing. We're really excited about this. So I'm sure you're feeling excited today, Premier Higgs.
Absolutely, Tim. This is a great day. Shows great cooperation and shows our ability to work quickly to get things done. This came on us kind of quickly, but it is exciting. Looking forward to it. And this jersey seems to fit quite well, actually.
It looks good on you.
Okay, we'll open the floor to questions.
Hi, Premier. Paul Hollingsworth, CTV. We heard rumblings very early in the process that this bid was looking pretty good. We can talk about that now, but nobody, people were afraid to say it out loud to jinx it. Did you get it? Did this happen quickly? You've been through long negotiations, tough negotiations in your career. This one seemed to be on an off-ramp pretty quickly. Can you talk about the difficulty you had that you saw going on with this bid being successful?
Yeah, listen, so it did come, and Premier Higgs alluded to it, to how we can work together collaboratively and quickly to get things done. But I think the opportunity arose quickly. The opportunity wasn't something that was on certainly not on my radar. But when the opportunity was identified, the team certainly in both provinces got to work very quickly and put together a quality bid. So during the process, we certainly were hearing that there was a lot of interest in our joint bid for sure. But you never know until you know. So we were always had our fingers and toes crossed, and we're cautiously optimistic. But the work that was done to put together a quality bid, I think was recognized by Hockey Canada, and we're excited about that. And I think when this is all said and done, they'll be very pleased, and hockey fans will be very pleased with the decision that they made.
You mentioned recovery a moment ago. Of course, we're trying to come out of COVID. Downtown Halifax, last I heard, had the fastest growing downtown in the country. Things are happening down here. Built-in infrastructure, the arena, the restaurants, the hotel, transportation links. Is that a ready-made infrastructure bonanza for this event at the perfect time? It feels like it's coming. It feels like it's all happening at the right time for the downtown.
I think so. Certainly we had Sting concert here this week, and there was a great vibe around the community. People getting out around. People who feel comfortable getting out and around are certainly happy to do it. And when you look ahead to when this tournament is taking place, I think it's a kind of a festive time of year anyway, and this is really going to add to the positive vibes. And I don't know, Premier Higgs has a fantastic facility there that will be jumping, I'm sure as well. Premier Higgs.
Yeah, I think we're seeing an interest all across Atlantic Canada, and this adds to the momentum that we've seen in our respective provinces here in the last, let's say, couple of years. But certainly coming out of COVID to have news like this. But what it shows, I think, is enthusiasm by our joint colleagues that we're putting this together between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. And it really springboards on what other opportunities can exist. But right now, it's enjoying the moment. It's enjoying what's coming. And just the ability for us to work together so quickly to put a quality bid in place. And kudos to all those folks that work behind the scenes to make it happen. And did we know in advance? No, but were we optimistic? Yes, indeed. Because it was setting up something unique in many ways for two provinces to do this so quickly and so professionally.
Absolutely. Well said.
Let's jump to Zoom to see if there are any questions from reporters on the line. If you have a question, feel free to ask.
Oui, mais moi j'ai une question for Premier.
I have a question.
You know how much money your province are going to give to this event as subsidies?
Well, at this point, certainly we put a joint bid together. I think the total at this stage is about $5 million. But we've thrown our support behind this big time, and certainly Nova Scotia has done the same. So this is going to be a success. There's no question about it. It will be a success. We committed to the World Hockey Association that the games would go on. I know that was something that they asked about in terms of, well, what if we're back into a pandemic? And yeah, the attendance might be depending on that situation, but we're optimistic that we're moving on. We're living with COVID in a new ways, and we have to plan our future. And people want to see things happening. Tim mentioned the concert in Halifax recently. We have the ECMAs here in Fredericton right now, and it's just the excitement, the enthusiasm of finally being out and around, and once again enjoying the social interactions. This just adds to the momentum, and so we will be working very diligently with Moncton to make sure that this works seamlessly, and with our partners in Halifax.
Is there another question on Zoom? Oh, sorry.
Premier Houston, you wanted to add to that?
No, actually, I'm fine, but I just echo Blaine's sentiment that this tournament will be a success. People are excited, and they will enjoy this tournament. There's no question about that.
But Premier Houston, your province last year canceled the World Women's Hockey tournament while it was beginning, and there was strict protocols to make sure that the tournament would go on, and your province canceled it. There was a lot of frustration internationally about that, and if something like this comes back again, you will not cancel the event. You will go on, and even if it's the worst of the worst.
Well, this tournament is going on, so that's where our focus is, and that's what will be delivered, and people will enjoy it, and it's going to be a great product. Product on the ice will be unbelievable, and as host communities, everything around it will be a memorable experience for everyone involved.
Were you asked a lot of questions about it during the bid process?
What?
About the canceling of last year's event for the women's tournament?
No, it's not something that I was asked at all.
Are there any other questions on Zoom? Okay, hearing none, we'll go back to the room.
Sorry, I don't mean to hog the questions. I was speaking to Fred McGilvery this morning in Florida, and he was the chair, as you know, from 2003 tournament. He was pretty robust in some of the numbers he threw around when it came to the economic impact. In a perfect case scenario, it's not fives of millions, it's tens and tens and tens of millions. Have you game planned that out, like what kind of return you could get in a best case scenario for this event? And this is a Nova Scotia question to you, but also a New Brunswick question as well.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that it's expected that there'll be an incredible amount of economic activity around this tournament. People are excited. They want to be out. They want to attend the games. They want to participate. The province is making an investment. We feel very confident that that's a wise investment to make in this tournament.
Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none. Thank you, Premier. Thank you, Premier, for joining us.
Thanks very much. See you, Premier.
Bye-bye.
Hey folks, I'm Tim Houston, Premier of Nova Scotia.
Recording
I'm so
stopped.
excited and proud that Nova Scotia has been selected to host the World Juniors. Thanks everyone. This is such a significant event, not only in the hockey world, but on the calendar of Canadian families. Thank you to the selection committee. We will not let you down. Nova Scotia is a proven leader in hosting international events. We've done it before. We'll do it again. Thank you for trusting us with the opportunity to showcase our world-class hospitality, our amazing facilities, our energetic fans, and most of all, our love of hockey. The rinks will be full. The community will be abuzz. This is going to be absolutely great. We cannot wait. Over to you, Premier Higgs.
Thank you, Tim. I too am excited that New Brunswick has been selected to host the 2023 World Juniors Hockey Championship alongside our friends and partners, Nova Scotia. As a hockey fan myself, I understand just how important this news is to the hockey lovers across our great country and around the world. The World Juniors is a Canadian tradition, and here on the East Coast, we plan to do it proud. Thank you for this opportunity to host this first-class sporting event, inspire the next generation of young players, and show the world all that we have to offer. We look forward to inviting everyone to New Brunswick and showing them just how great maritime hospitality truly is.
Bonjour, je suis Tim Houston, le Premier ministre de la Nouvelle-Écosse. Je suis fier et enthousiaste à l'idée que la Nouvelle-Écosse a été choisie comme hôte pour le championnat mondial de hockey junior avec nos partenaires extraordinaires au Nouveau-Brunswick. Il s'agit là d'un événement important, non seulement dans le monde du hockey, mais aussi au calendrier des familles canadiennes. Merci au comité de sélection. Nous ne vous décevrons pas. La Nouvelle-Écosse est un chef de file reconnu qui a fait ses preuves en ce qui concerne la tenue d'événements internationaux. Nous l'avons fait par le passé et nous le ferons encore. Merci de nous faire confiance avec cette occasion de montrer au monde notre hospitalité de première classe, nos formidables installations, nos supporters pleins d'énergie et par-dessus tout, notre amour du hockey. Nos arénas seront pleins, notre communauté manifestera son enthousiasme. Ce sera absolument génial. Nous sommes impatients. À vous la parole, Premier ministre Higgs.
Merci Tim, je suis très fier. Je suis heureux que le Nouveau-Brunswick ait été sélectionné pour organiser le championnat mondial de hockey junior de 2023 en collaboration avec nos amis et partenaires de la Nouvelle-Écosse. Je suis moi-même un amateur de hockey et je comprends à quel point cette annonce est importante pour les amateurs de hockey de notre grand pays et du monde entier. Le championnat mondial de hockey junior est une tradition au Canada et nous avons l'intention de lui faire honneur ici, sur la côte Est. Merci de nous donner la possibilité d'organiser cet événement sportif de première classe d'inspirer la prochaine génération de jeunes joueurs et de montrer au monde tout ce que nous avons à offrir. Nous invitons tout le monde à venir au Nouveau-Brunswick et nous avons hâte de vous montrer à quel point l'hospitalité des Maritimes est vraiment exceptionnelle.